Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. There is one statement that I just don't agree with overall, and it's the fact that good taste is expensive. I don't really think that that's a general truth in life, or a fact, if you will. And that's exactly why we're here today at this beautiful property, because I'm going to prove to you that good taste isn't expensive. Now, if we haven't met, my name is John Paul Gutierrez, but you, my friend, can call me JP, and I am the proud founder of the Bespoke Homes Group, where our sole intention is to bring you the most transparent real estate information so that you can invest in your future. Whether you're buying your first home, you're relocating, you're retiring, or you're just adding another property onto the portfolio, we're here to guide you with tailored experiences for you so that you can get to see everything the Sunshine State of Florida has to offer. And today I am thrilled to be in the beautiful neighborhood of Glen Eyre, here in the wonderful city of Ocala, more specifically Marion Oaks. And if you haven't heard of any of those things, don't worry, just sit back, relax, and let me put you on. First and foremost, we're gonna be just 10 minutes away from I-75. Once you're on this interstate, you're gonna have easy access to major metropolitan cities in Florida. For example, you're gonna be an hour and 15 minutes away from Tampa. And this major metropolitan city is gonna give you access to the West Coast, the Gulf Coast beaches like Sarasota and Clearwater, as well as a bustling city with plenty of nightlife and entertainment. You're also an hour and 15 minutes from Orlando. That's gonna give you easy access to the major theme parks and attractions of Walt Disney World, Universal, Volcano Bay, and of course, a bustling city as well with plenty of nightlife and entertainment. Now, 50 minutes north of here, we're gonna have Gainesville, which is gonna be home to the University of Florida, one of the largest and most prolific universities in the state. Now, Ocala in and of itself is also gonna have everything that you could want and need. Ocala's claim to fame is being the horse capital of the world. And the embodiment of this can be found in the multi-million-dollar project known as the World Equestrian Center. Here you're gonna have all sorts of equestrian events, as well as other events like youth sporting programs, for example, AAU volleyball and basketball events being held in this location. Now, a little bit closer to this home, you're gonna have Highway 200. Highway 200 is gonna take you from Marion Oaks all the way to downtown Ocala. In downtown Ocala, you're gonna find a charming downtown space that's gonna host plenty of entertainment and dining. One of my favorite places to go there is Symmetry Coffee, a faith-based coffee shop that's gonna have excellent coffee and food. I highly recommend the Tarzan Toast. Now, as you take Highway 200 down closer to Marion Oaks, you're gonna find all of your entertainment and needs. Grocery stores like Publix, and you're also gonna have independent retailers like Kohl's, Guitar Center, Dillard's, Barnes & Nobles, as well as Paddock Mall that's gonna host all of your major department stores as well. Diversity in food is no problem to find here. Whether you're looking for fast food like Chipotle, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, you'll find plenty of them in this area, as well as unique dining experiences like Smalls, Bonefish, Cheddar's, and one of my favorites, Las Margaritas Mexican restaurant. Additionally, all of your entertainment can be found on Highway 200 as well. Everything from epic theaters to indoor trampoline parks will be found here so that your family has all the fun it can possibly have. Now, here within Marion Oaks, we're also gonna have a community center that's gonna have its own pool, splash pad, basketball courts, tennis courts, and you're also gonna have grocery stores like a brand new Aldi that's opening up, as well as Walgreens and all of your essential needs, literally 5 minutes away from this property. Now, the home that we're gonna be taking a look at today is this beautiful home right behind me. It sits on just under 1/4 of an acre. It is 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms on over 1,800 square feet. Now, right off the bat, I'm gonna let you guys in on a little bit something. When I show homes to most of my clients, a lot of times are like, hey, we want about 1,800 square feet. And what we generally find is that most of the homes in that range are 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. So they take away from some extra space or common space and turn it into a bedroom. Now, for some families, that's amazing, but for those families that aren't needing that many bedrooms, but would rather just have the space within the home, this is the type of property for you. Now, this home in particular is fully built with concrete block and stucco. It has an architectural shingle roof. It does come with a warranty. It's on a flood zone X, meaning less than 1% chance of flooding. And this property does come on city water and with a septic tank. So now that you know kind of the bones of the property, let's talk a little bit more about what it holds. So here we're on the driveway. It's gonna hold approximately 4 to 6 vehicles, and you have this private 2-car garage. Now, it's very rare that we come to a property and my wife tells me, hey, I like the colors that they chose. Usually it's kind of, she's like, yeah, it's whatever. But here, she did mention that she liked the colors, and I couldn't agree more. So we have a great base layer of paint with white accents for one side, and then on the other side, we're gonna have this beautiful kind of like burnt orange almost type of color that looks absolutely magnificent and reflects really well, or kind of contrasts really well with the rest of it. You are gonna have some black accents on the garage door, your house numbers, and your lights as well. And then you're gonna have this kind of covered entryway that really lets you feel the coziness of the home right off the bat. Now, I'm excited to show you the inside, so let's go. Alrighty, welcome inside of this beautiful property. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna tour you through every inch of this property, but at the end of the video, you're gonna get all the financial information that you need. So if you're one of those people that likes all the numbers broken down and you really wanna see what's going on financially, stay until the very end of the video. Price, monthly payments, down payments, taxes, insurance, all that jazz right there at the end. But for now, let's hop right into the property tour. First things first, scattered subway ceramic tile is going to abound in this property. It's gonna be everywhere besides the bedrooms of the property, and that includes the bathrooms as well. Now, when you walk in, one thing that I know a lot of people love is that you're not directly in the mix. You have this nice little foyer. It's gonna lead you and connect you to the main areas of the house, as well as every other section of the home. Now, one thing that I like that this builder did is they did set up this accent wall right here. This is something that a lot of people would wait until after they close to include, but it's a nice accent that even though the wall is all white, it gives it some dimension, a little bit of texture, which is nice to walk into. Now, this is a split floor plan. So there is 3 bedrooms, but they're going to be split. So let's take this left-hand turn right here and go down this hallway that we find. Now, one thing is there are 3 bedrooms, but right here, we have a flex room, or what some folks might even consider a den. So not necessarily a bedroom, really for one reason and one reason only, and it's the fact that it doesn't have a private entrance or a door. So this would be a perfect office. You have this window that overlooks the north side of the property, and you do have a closet space still. So unlike most dens or flex rooms, you do have a closet and a recessed LED light up above. So 3 bedrooms plus your flex room. So this is excellent for anybody looking for that 3+1, the office space, the man cave, etc. Now, we're gonna have 2 bedrooms, but over here, let's step first into the first full bathroom that we have. Quartz countertop here with your cabinetry down below. You have your toilet space and your shower with the tub and the white subway backsplash almost all the way up. But for the price of this home, I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, you can afford to finish that or completely change that out if you'd like. Now, let's step into the first 2 bedrooms. They're gonna be the same dimensions and typically are pretty much the same, just mirrored. So this is the first one. This is gonna be approximately 10 by 11 feet. You have a nice big window facing the east side of the property. You're also gonna have your sliding door closet right there with ample space for anybody occupying this room. Cozy carpet, so you have a nice, easy way to step into the day in the mornings. You don't step right on the cold tile, but on this nice cozy carpet. And you have a recessed LED light up above, which you can easily switch out for a fan if you're a hot sleeper. Now, directly across the hallway, we're gonna find our second full bedroom. And this is gonna be roughly, again, 10 by 11 feet. You're gonna have your window facing the north side of the property. And here, instead of the sliding doors, you are going to have a regular door here that leads you into your closet space. So this sums up kind of the additional or the annex of the home. Now we're gonna step into the heart of the home, the space where you will spend most of your time. Now, as we step in, we're gonna notice that first and foremost, it's an open concept, but let's begin with this gorgeous kitchen. You're gonna notice this beautiful upgraded quartz countertop on every bit of countertop. Of course, you're gonna have your general electric appliances all included, and that includes your dishwasher, your stove, your microwave, and your refrigerator. And I love the wooden cabinetry that this home offers with the black handle accents, and of course, the softest of closes. I also love these hanging pendant lights that are right over the island area, and this is kind of your bar seating space. This where you can fit probably up to 4, maybe 5 bar stools here and serve out breakfast in the morning or lunch or dinner, whatever it is. This is where you set it up to be served. And directly across from here, we're gonna have this beautiful coffee nook. Again, the quartz countertop, cabinetry all around. And I love this if you're the type of person that likes different tea. right? Like I've been delving into teas a little bit, like peppermint tea, chamomile tea, chai tea. This is the place where you can set them all up to look nice and pretty, and it kind of adds accent or a little bit of personality into it. Or if you're just a coffee lover, this is where you set all your grounds, different types of beans, creamers, etc. And you have space here where all of your mugs go, if you're a mug person. We have an extra space over here where you can put an air fryer, juicer, any extra machines that you have, and you can store them down below whenever you're not using them. Now, as we continue over onto this side, we're gonna have right here your formal pantry space right here. So you have plenty of space within this pantry. If you're the type of person that likes to stock up on non-perishables, you can easily do so. And this door here is going to lead us into our 2-car garage. We're gonna be, it's gonna be a very basic 2-car garage. You're gonna have your garage door opener, your electric panel, your hot water heater, etc. Now, we step back out and we're again in this open concept. Now, let's start with the dining room and the shared spaces over here, marked by this beautiful round hanging light fixture. Here's where you put your round table, your circular table, oval, whatever shape you can fit really any number of people. If you want to stretch it this way, you could probably fit about 8 to 10 people. And if you want to stretch it over kind of the length of everything, you can definitely fit more people. And one beautiful thing about this area is that it's also marked by these sliding doors that lead us into the lanai or the backyard, but just gives you a good view while you're enjoying your meal. Now, opposite of this, we're gonna have our living room. Ample space. First of all, 3 big windows here, letting in a ton of natural lights. And yes, they included the blinds already, so you don't have to worry about any of your window treatments. You have the fan in this area to bring a cool breeze while you're relaxing. You can set up your couches, your L-shaped couch, your sectionals all on this side, add some extra accent chairs. And this is most likely where your TV would go right here. Big wall. So if you have a 2,000-inch TV, I promise you can do that. Or recently, with the rise of football again in the season, I've been seeing people have like 4 different TVs that together can look like one image or separately play like 4 different football games. I don't know how you pay attention to that, but people are doing it nowadays, and this gives you all the space to do it if that is what you please. Now, on the other side of this wall is the primary bedroom, but across from there, we're gonna step into the laundry room. And 2 things to really note here. 1, your General Electric profile washer and dryer are already included in the price, so you don't have to worry about bringing anything in, lugging around any heavy appliances. You have your wire hanger up above, but the other thing I really want to point out is that you do have this sink over here. So if you're like me, you play soccer, you play sports, or you're out gardening and you get dirty, you get muddy boots and stuff, you don't want to usually throw that stuff in like your washer or do it in any of your sinks. You have a dedicated space over here for that. Or if you have small dogs, small pets, you can wash them in there. Now, before we step into the primary bedroom, there is a linen closet here for all my linen closet lovers. And we step into the primary bedroom, and this space is just peaceful. From the cozy carpet all the way around this bedroom. This is approximately 13 by 13 foot bedroom. You have again the accent along the back wall. This is probably where you would place your bed. The back or your headboard would be up against here, and then you would be facing this way. Your TV, if you have one in your bedroom, would be over there, or your dresser. And it's marked by these 2 windows that'll ease you into the day with some nice natural light. You have a fan in here as well. And over on this side, we're gonna step into the primary closet. Plenty of space both to my right and to my left. Ladies, you would take over all of this space and leave the gentleman with this tiny little corner, but it's okay. We'll make it work as long as you have the space that you need. Now let's step into the primary bathroom. Excellent choice of finishes in here. Again, we have the Subway ceramic tile on the floor, quartz countertops, plenty of cabinetry down below. I love the black accents on these lights and the mirrors. It's just a small little thing that makes a big difference in the feel of the space. Of course, you have your glass enclosed shower here with the Subway tile backsplash, and opposite of the entry door, you're gonna have a private water closet, which I know a lot of folks look for to have that area of privacy when you're doing your business. Now, as we step out from the primary bedroom, we are going to step into another one of my favorite parts of this home, and that's going to be the backyard, the back lanai. So this sliding door, like we said, is gonna welcome us into the back, and you have this open lanai here with plenty of space. It is already covered. If you want to screen it in, you can super easily do so. And it's very cost effective. Or if you wanted to expand it out, even easier to do as well. You're sitting on just under 1/4 of an acre, ladies and gentlemen. And what that means is that you have plenty of space. Let's say your property line is approximately right over here. You have all the space if you want to do a pool, a trampoline, a pergola, an outdoor kitchen, whatever experience you want to have in this backyard, you can very easily do so. And best of all, right behind me, as you see, dry retention area. Not going to see much water in these areas. I've been selling in Ocala for a few years and you just truly don't see it even during heavy rain seasons like we just got out of, but it gives you peace and quiet. And you can hear the birds. You can hear the birds chirping, a little bit of construction noise because they're building, but overall very peaceful. You can fence in the sides and just have this view to the back to give you extra privacy. Now, how much does this all cost, JP? It's a great question. Let's hop into that right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for sticking around. Let's hop into these numbers. First and foremost, let's recap what we just saw. A 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom sitting on 1,831 heated square feet. That does not include your garage, your back lanai, the entryway, none of that, just the interior space. Over 1,800 square feet, again, on just under 1/4 of an acre of land, so plenty of space both inside and outside of this home. I'm gonna give you guys 3 seconds to guess the price of this home. 3, 2, 1. This home is currently for sale for just $274,990. Let's call it $275 just to make things easy. $275 for this house is an unbelievable deal. 3 bedrooms plus the flex room, 2 bathrooms, and just under 1/4 of an acre of land, ladies, with beautiful kitchen, nice bathrooms, excellent finishes. I mean, this is a luxury kitchen. Like, I know that to get a gourmet kitchen, you need the built-ins, right? The built-in oven, the built-in microwave, but these finishes, this cabinetry, the hanging pendant light fixtures, all of it is beautiful. I personally believe, I like the colors, I like everything. I think this is a home of good taste at an incredible price at just $275. Let's break that down, ladies and gentlemen. So first and foremost, let's kind of break down money that is needed to purchase a home. So there's pretty much 2 things needed: your down payment and your closing costs. Now, your down payment, as we know, is the kind of initial payment that you make to the bank in order to get the loan. And we're gonna go over how much that is based on the loan. And then the second part is your closing costs. That is the cost of doing business, right? Documentary, stamp taxes, government fees, title fees. If you're using a lender, your lender's fees as well, all included in there. Now, how much is that? If you're using a loan, we estimate it to be about 3% of the price of the home. So here, $8,250. Cash, I'm gonna estimate high, say $1,500. Really, if you guys have seen my videos, you know I typically say it's under about $1,000. Good news with this builder, they do offer incredible incentives for their clients, especially if you use their lender when financing. If you do so, I can almost guarantee you, caveat, almost guarantee you that you will not be paying any type of closing costs. I haven't had a client pay closing costs with this builder yet, okay? And I've had multiple of them. None of them have purchased with this builder and had to pay their closing costs yet. I think we can do the same for you guys. So you can pretty much cross that out, but just in case, so you know how it works, it would be approximately this $8,250 with a loan, about $1,500 cash. Now let's hop into some loans. First and foremost, Federal Housing Administration. If you're looking to purchase a home as a primary residence and you either don't own a home already or you do, but it's more than 100 miles away and you can justify the reason for your move, we can get you an FHA loan with just 3.5% down and as low as a 580 credit score. Incredible. Down payment, $9,625 for your down payment and your PITI, your mortgage payment, principal, interest, taxes, insurances, just about $2,133 estimated. And I'm gonna kind of break this down a little bit later, but this is all using the current market of interest rates. This can always go up and down. I'm just giving you guys estimates, okay? Now, let's talk about the next version, the VA. This is for all of the veterans out there. If you qualify for this, first and foremost, thank you for your service. It would be an absolute honor and privilege to be able to serve you in acquiring a home if that is what you are looking to do. What would that look like? You may be asking, if I get a VA loan. Well, the VA offers one of the lowest interest rates, first and foremost. And second off, it allows you to purchase the property property with $0 down. So if we get those closing costs taken care of, you don't have to put $1 down and purchase a property just like this. We'll leave you with a mortgage payment of $2,035 approximately. Now let's talk about conventional loans. Now the 3% down option is for those who are first-time home buyers with qualifying credits, okay? First time buying a home, you can put 3% down, $8,250 down, leaves you with a $2,176 estimated mortgage payment. Now the 5% is more typically used for those who are not first-time home buyers, but are purchasing their primary home and want to use a conventional loan. That'll allow you to put $13,750 as your down payment, leave you with a mortgage payment just over $1,900, which is magnificent. 10% down is those who are purchasing a secondary home, right? This is going to be my vacation home, my summer home, my winter home for all the snowbirds. Or a lot of my clients have been using this if they're planning to retire soon, a year, 2 years, 3 years, but they want to lock in a beautiful home on an excellent lot at a beautiful, beautiful price, just like this one. You can lock it in now at the best price that it's going to be at, $27,500, and your mortgage payment will be approximately $1,812. Last but not least, 20% down used by two people. One, investors who will not be occupying the property whatsoever, or those who are trying to avoid private mortgage insurance. On this property, it's estimated to be about $155 per month. That is an insurance that you pay for putting less than 20% down on a conventional loan. You pay for it, FHA loans, the life of the loan. So if you want to avoid that, you can put 20% down, $55,000, and $1,740 is your estimated mortgage payment. I think that is beautiful. Now, what else goes into a mortgage payment? Principal, the price of the home, interest, the interest rate. Let me take a second here and talk about interest rates here in this grand scheme. I'm using market rates. Ladies and gentlemen, if you use this builder's lender, I have it on word from the builder that they'll go as low as a 4.99% interest rate. Ladies and gentlemen, this is estimated with about a 6% interest rate. So we're talking about at least 1% difference. That is a lot of money that you can save by using their lender, that they'll save you on your monthly mortgage and give you an interest rate way lower than the market. So these payments can be much lower using the builder's lender if you qualify. Now, let's talk about the next part. We talked about principal, the price of the home, interest, the interest rate, taxes. What is taxes like in the area, JP? Approximately 1% of the price of the home. We're estimating it to be about $2,791 for the year. Okay, are there exemptions? Yes, absolutely. Florida, if this is your primary home, allows you to have the Florida homestead tax exemption. Saves you up to $50,000 in taxable value. Can save you up to from $500 to $1,000 off of your tax bill, which is magnificent. If you are a veteran, if you're 100% disabled especially, I mean, there are a number of different exemptions that the state of Florida offers for primary homestead tax exemptions for primary home owners. Alrighty, now let's talk about the next part, homeowners insurance. I had someone call me from California and tell me that they're paying $1,000 a month on insurance. Blew my mind, because here you're gonna pay approximately $820 for the year, the entire year. Again, the home comes with warranties, the Flood Zone X, full concrete block and stucco. This is very easy property to insure. You're also in a very safe location, both from crime and also from the elements that Florida is used to. So $820 insures you for the entire year on average. Some have gotten lower, some a little bit higher, on average about $820 a year. Last but not least, JP, the HOA, what's that all about? The Homeowners Association. Here is gonna be $79 a month. This is already calculated into the payments that I said before. And this HOA is going to include the tennis courts. It's also going to include the pool for this particular community. So you do get amenitized living here, and it's exclusive to those who live in Glen Eyre in this particular community. And it maintains the look of the community, right? Sometimes we need that. Now, Ocala, Marinoak specifically is a great area for no HOA properties, and there's plenty of them on my page here that you can take a look at. But if you want a community that's going to maintain its look, that's gonna, all of the homeowners are on the same page, maintaining their property. We want everything to look good. We want a nice, clean, safe neighborhood. For just $79 a month, you can have that peace of mind. We're not really here to restrict you on what you can, what you can't do, and kind of just be all up in your business all the time. No. The point here is to protect the value of the neighborhood. So if that's something that's important to you, you can easily do so in this neighborhood and also enjoy the pool and the tennis court. So you don't have to go out of your way to build a pool. just $79 a month, and they'll take care of the whole thing. So now that we've taken a look at the inside of the home, the outside of the home, and we have talked all about the numbers, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think. I think this is exactly what I said in the beginning. One of those homes where you have great taste, all the finishes are really, really nice, the space is well designed, but it's not breaking the bank at just $275,000. I think that is an absolute deal. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know how much a home like this would cost, where you live. And before I let you guys go, you know we gotta hop into a quick little prayer. So bow our heads and say, thank you, Father, for this time. Thank you for the opportunity to be here, for me to make these videos, and for my brothers and sisters on the other side of the screen to watch and enjoy. Lord, in this moment, we just ask you for guidance, Lord. We ask you for guidance in the path that you have set out for us. If we're thinking about making a move, if we're in the middle of making a move, or if we've just finished making a move, Lord, whichever phase we're in, bring us peace, bring us confidence, and fill us with your confidence, knowing and trusting in your plan. We know that you have a plan for us, Lord. You set it out from the beginning, and we just want to follow that path because we know you are a loving and merciful Father. And we thank you for being such a loving Father. Father, thank you, and thank you is all I can say. Guide our hearts, open our minds, soften our hearts, show us love. And I pray, Father, that we're just able to reflect your character and show love to one another, all of our brothers and sisters. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for sticking around. If you've been watching my videos for a while, I love you guys. If you haven't already, subscribe. Matter of fact, most of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. And although it doesn't cost you a thing, it sure enough helps us to continue to bring these videos to life, continue to bring the team together to put this content out for you guys. I thank you so much for all of your support, all of your kindness. I hope to see your thoughts in the comments below. And even more so, I'm excited to see you guys in the next one. God bless you.